Rock Salt Musecast Experience. Aaron and Dave, and on the line here we got crazy Jed from Kentucky.
Hi, y'all.
Oh man, how many teeth you got?
I'm losing them. I got one back here that you had to.
Well, you
got
got too many teeth for your age, brother.
I got too many teeth for my hometown. What are you talking about?
Do you have more teeth in your mouth than the whole hometown put together?
No, some people got some really nice fakes going on, man. The pearly whites. From what I understand, the thing to do is to get all the teeth yanked out of your head, get the screws put in, and get the permanent implants. I guess that's the thing to do around here now.
Yeah, that's the way to go. But they're super expensive.
Yeah, if I had the money, I would do it. They'd be so freaking white and straight. And be like, I mean,
go ahead, punch me in the mouth.
Right.
While we're doing triple nickels,
Patrick
today.
Rivers from 3 Days Under, folks.
Yes. Where's that studio audience? Oh, there it is. There's the one guy showed up today. Oh man, Dave and his board.
Yeah,
it
takes a lot of work to be this. Never mind.
All right, we're gonna do 3 topics today. We're gonna throw in a 4 too, but Dave's gonna be the monitor of that one. So we're recording this on Saturday before there's a big game tomorrow. You heard about the big game, Patrick, right?
Oh yeah, I heard about the big game. I even brought my hat.
We'll have you put it on for the 4th topic.
All right,
that's great.
All right, we'll rumble for that.
Yeah. So the first topic, we're going to talk about the Biden administration's wonderful idea to give people, they call it safe smoking kits. Really is just crack pipes. So what do you think about that, Patrick?
Yeah, take that one away.
We're handing out free drugs.
Yeah, I think I got robbed from my drug doing days, man. Where was this at 10, 15 years ago?
Oh,
I mean,
man.
Before they would throw me in jail for my cocaine addiction, now they're handing out kits to smoke it. I mean,
the Reagans
honestly,
are rolling
I feel
over
like
in
there
their
was
graves.
some consultation with his son. I think Hunter, he jumped on it to pass this whole thing into law. He's like, Dad, listen, it's always been a struggle for me. And you know how many times that you've had to bail me out of jail. And you remember back in the day when you said in Congress that every crack dealer or crack smoker should be thrown in the penitentiary and the key thrown away? Well, now we're here. Let's give out kits to help people like your son. And people can just smoke crack and be happy. It's a healthy way to do things.
Yeah, show some compassion, won't you?
Right.
Here's my feeling on this thing. I don't know a whole lot about what's going on. I've heard a little bit on both sides, but I can say this, that we've got this drug thing down in San Francisco. Man, it seems to be working out fantastic down there because homelessness has increased, violent crimes have increased, public defecation has increased. I'm not saying it's all because of giving a lending a helping hand to drug addicts, but it sure contributes.
Yeah, I mean, where's the if Hunter was, and I suspect that he was part of this planning process for this bill, there's got to be something in that bill for prostitutes too. So with your smoking kit comes, I don't know if it's a voucher for the pimps, for the prostitution. I'm not sure if it's maybe a voucher for the drug dealer, get a 2-for-1 deal. And maybe I don't know I know that they've got the Thin Blue Line stickers. I've actually got the Thin Blue Line t-shirt for support of law enforcement. But given this regime that's in power, I wonder if they've got what I know, like 666 is the mark of the beast and represents the devil. So what does this communist regime have to oppose? Because you were speaking in California there, everything's pretty much legal, crime and rape. And weren't they just recently leaving the car doors unlocked so they could easily break in?
That's the new thing out here, which is people are leaving their cars unlocked and windows down when they go into the city so that they don't have to buy a new window because someone broke into their car and found that there's nothing in there. People are leaving notes on their car that are saying there's nothing to steal.
Like the Halloween bowl on the porch. Please take one piece of candy. That's ridiculous.
You know, I've been the victim of a smash and grab, and it's no fun. You lose your stuff. It happens so often. I don't blame the cops on this. They happen so often that the cops are just kind of like, well, file a report, throw it on the stack with the rest of them. And unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
So what's the repercussions for the citizen, the victim, like standing their ground and defending their property? What's the repercussions for that?
Well, in liberal San Francisco, it could put you in jail. And I'm not even making a joke.
Really? I'd be in jail a lot.
Yeah, you would. Probably more than you're in Facebook jail.
Maybe if I stopped the person doing the smash and grab and I presented a smoking kit when the cop showed up. Listen, I'm just a crackhead protecting my crack investment. Can you, let me go on this one?
Yeah. You know, there was a story a couple of years back. Guy was doing a smash and grab down by the AT&T park where the Giants play. He was doing a smash and grab, and cop confronted him, and the guy pulled a gun on him, and the cop shot him in the middle of the street, and it became a huge deal. Well, did this cop really need to shoot this guy? You know, he was just trying to, provide. I'm sorry. Hey, look, you break into my car, you pull a gun on a cop, all bets are off at that point, brother.
Right. Yeah,
so,
agreed.
So we're defunding the police, and,
handing out drugs,
and we're funding illegal. Well, I guess when the government does it, it's no longer illegal.
Yeah.
Well, we're handing out drugs.
This just goes even further to tell me that this isn't about people's health. This isn't about the betterment of the individual or society. This is to literally destroy us. 100% to destroy us.
That's what I was thinking too. The only thing that I can surmise from like Portland, Oregon, or not Portland, just the state of Oregon, decriminalizing drugs, and these progressive places like San Francisco decriminalizing drugs and handing out free crack pipes or smoking kits or whatever, is the only thing that I can see out of this. Is to destroy us from within.
Yeah. If they can weaken the infrastructure and they can start weeding us out. And honestly, when it comes right down to brass tacks, I think that little poke, that little jabby jab here in the next 5-10 years, that is real. You're really going to start to see the effects of that and people in society and what it's going to do to their health and how it's just and what they've done to the military to destroy us from within, saying it's for your betterment, for your betterment, for your betterment. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I was hanging out, signed under Uncle Sam for 4 years. There were very few things that was done for my betterment while serving. Just heads up.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yep. Next topic. We went over.
Yeah, that's all right. Who's the best guitarist still living?
Oh, since you went first, no. I'm taking this one first.
Okay. Who's the best?
Still alive.
Still alive.
Still alive.
Still kicking.
All right. Hands down. My personal favorite. Let me give a top 3 here because there's a couple that need to be mentioned.
Yeah.
Steve Vai, and in no particular order, except for my last one, is going to be my number 1. Steve Vai, definitely a great, amazing guitarist. And I'll throw in Oz Fox, who doesn't get enough credit for being a great guitarist. I know you're not a Striper fan. We were talking about it, but
right. But yeah, I'll give credit where credit's due. I'll agree with you on those two. Yeah.
And my number 1 though, still alive, John 5.
John 5. That's random.
Not if you know me.
I saw him. I'm only the monitor here, but I saw him with Dave. He's incredible. So who's the best guitarist still kicking?
Yeah, again, I'm with Dave there. You can't narrow it down to just one. But I will put Steve Vai up there. You got to throw Clapton in the mix.
For sure.
As well. But the one kid that really strikes me, and I'm really surprised about how good he was. I thought he was just going to be a ripoff of old dad, but old Wolfgang Van Halen. Have you heard that kid play?
We saw Mammoth play. And I wasn't expecting much. I knew that he wasn't playing. I knew that he wasn't playing Van Halen tunes, but I did want to go up in the crowd and hold up a sign that said play Panama, because he was putting out tweets that said, I'm not playing Panama, you know, which I get it. I get it from both sides. I get the fans want a continuation of Eddie Van Halen, but I also understand that Wolfgang is not Eddie Van Halen, and I respect that he wants to make it on his own.
Now, Grant, I mean, I don't, let me digress. I don't think I would put him up there as one of the best guitar players living yet, because the way that kid's going to grow from where he is now until the day he dies, yeah, he'll probably hold that threshold one day. But I mean, I can't really give him greatest yet, but he's definitely in the list of runnings. Yeah. And honestly, maybe I'm biased. Maybe I've got a biased opinion, but my two guys, they can flat shred. I mean, they can flat shred. Robin Smith and Kyle Engel, my guys. So in my opinion, I love those guys, and they're the greatest ever because they're good to me.
I understand that. We were kind of focusing on, you know, recognizable big.
Oh, I see them every day. I know who they are.
And me and Dave have had the little debate. I think Michael Sweet may be better than Oz Fox, but again,
what?
You're outnumbered now, brother.
I am, but I'm on the monitor. I just have my little opinion. We've had the debate, but
no. Now you've thrown your wrench you're throwing your hat in the ring. Okay. Defend your position of why Michael Sweet is better than Oz Fox.
I've seen him play, and I think he's fantastic the way he plays the guitar. And so you see him live and both of them playing, and
I think he's a good guitar player. I don't think he's a great guitar player.
I think, man, and I've seen him as a solo act, and I'm like, man, he can shred.
I'm going to send you some videos of John 5 playing guitar. And that is one of those guys that there's certain musicians that I really enjoy just watching them play. Eddie Van Halen is one of them. Phil Collins playing the drums is another one.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah. But John 5, he's one of those guys that I just love watching him play. It's so enjoyable. I'll send you some videos.
Look this guy up real quick.
Okay. John 5?
No. There's
another guy that we met. We haven't met him, but he plays in Finland. He plays guitar for Ocean Dark. He's pretty good too. Yeah. Watch his videos. So he's really good too. You know, it's
one of these videos that just pops up on Facebook and you go to it. But have you guys seen him, that acoustic player that'll do nothing but the he'll be slapping the acoustic body and then hitting all these strings.
Are you talking about that dude? Are you talking about that dude? I think he's Italian, that he's got these weird instruments.
But he covers all these songs and they're amazing.
Yeah, yes, the best one is the Gorillaz song. I'll find it and send it to you. You've probably seen it though. Came out about the time of the pandemic start, and so he's wearing this big mask on his face, but he builds these crazy instruments, and he's a one-man band, and it's unbelievable to watch.
Unbelievable. Is it that Luca Strignoli guy?
Yeah. That's the guy.
Okay. Hey, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back with our third topic, and then we may talk about that big game that's going to happen tomorrow as we record this show on Saturday. So we'll be right back on the Rock Salt Muscast Experience.
Muscast Experience, Aaron and Dave on the line. We've got Patrick Rivers from Kentucky.
Yes.
I'm loving the Peter Griffin today.
Yes.
Peter.
So, if you're listening out there, please, I'm gonna promo right now. Please listen. Please like, subscribe, follow the Rock Salt Muscast Experience. And Patrick Rivers, you're from 3 Days Under, and you got a podcast yourself that's on YouTube. 5 episodes right now, or is it up to 6?
No, there's 5 up. I'm lazy. 5. I haven't posted.
Oh, okay. 6, but it's all on the offensive. And who's your podcast partner on that?
And Streety from Bread for War.
Okay, so please, everybody,
I gotta ask,
follow, subscribe. That would be appreciated.
I gotta ask. One of the episodes, I think it was 3 that I watched. He was wearing his
flag.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a flak jacket, but I knew you're a Marine and I'm not, and I was like, that's all wrong. And he's gonna correct me, but flak jacket, right?
Yeah.
What's I mean, is he doing that for effect, or was he like out shooting paintball and went, oh, I got a podcast to do?
No, I'm sure he was doing it for effect. You normally, like, there was a show we did in Arkansas with him, and so when Bread for War took the stage, I brought this Casey Jones Ninja Turtle mask. I brought a Super Mario outfit and a Batman mask and a white Deadpool mask. And so when they took the stage, they got halfway into their song and we just ran in all dressed up like that. And I was Mario because I had the mustache and it was awesome. But we just started rocking. And it was such a super serious song. Dan couldn't keep a straight face. So we had to do that song and a half with his back to the crowd. But so I think he jumps on camera expecting me to be all like, so yeah.
I honestly thought, oh, he was probably out paintballing or, shooting or something and came in and did the show.
So sent him last year. I sent him a big a Spartan helmet with the big red thing going, mohawk looking thing, and the old like 300 helmet. I'm waiting for him to pop up on one of those podcast wearing that.
So please check out On the Offensive. All right, now on to our third topic. Neil Young urges Spotify workers to quit as Trump tells Joe Rogan to stop apologizing. Everybody knows about the Joe Rogan controversy with Spotify.
I'm going to let you take this one first, Patrick, because I've got all kinds of things to say about this one. Who's got the country music flowing?
I got sound effects too.
Oh, he's got some.
Other man don't need him around.
Other man don't need him around.
Trump's right. Joe Rogan needs to shut his mouth and stop apologizing. Stop backpedaling. Own your stuff. Be a man. Take your ivermectin and your hydroxychloroquine and whatever. Now his inward shenanigans. They were a little yes, agreed. But again, in context, we talked about that. But as far as this fossil Neil Young rolling in saying, I'm going to pull off all my music from, who cares? I can turn on any radio station at any time of the day that says classic rock, and your songs are going to pop up on there, Neil. It's not like I'm jumping into my Spotify, putting together a Neil Young playlist. So
does that exist? Does a Neil Young playlist exist?
I guarantee you it does somewhere. Somebody's like, actually, you know what? I saw a post about people like, I never listened to Joe Rogan, but I listened to a lot of Neil Young. Dude, you hippie, go smoke your dope, listen to Neil Young, and just keep your stupid opinion.
Right.
Which my opinion is stupid too. So,
well, opinions are like butts. Everybody's got one.
Not that guy who doesn't have anything from the waist down.
Gotta kill it, man.
He's the preacher, and he's a motivational speaker. He doesn't have arms or anything from the waist down. He doesn't have a butt. So not everyone's got him, Dave.
Okay. With a rare few. Okay. Almost everyone.
You stand corrected, I guess.
Right. Here's my thing on the Rogan thing. And it's multi-layered. Number one, it's not government censorship. I get that. However, when we as a people group together to censor other people that we don't like what they're saying, that is censorship, and that is bad for democracy and bad for our country. And you need opposing viewpoints so you can grow and learn. Okay.
Let me ask this question. If you were Joe Rogan, would you have taken Rumble's $100 million and said adios?
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't have. That it's a great offer, but Rumble did that as a publicity stunt. They got their name out there. Good for them. I'm sure that they were going to pony up the money if he actually said yes, but I believe it was a publicity stunt. Okay. From the get-go.
But the question was, so you wouldn't allow.
So here, no. So but here's the thing: is yes, Joe Rogan should stop apologizing. He should not have apologized for offering different viewpoints. He should apologize for his tasteless language and jokes.
What I
But
don't understand, I hate to interrupt you, Dave, but what I don't understand is this guy brings on the doctor who invented this whole mRNA quote unquote jabberdo, and they're telling him it's false information and
Right.
he's spreading misinformation.
yeah, but see, here's the thing: is anybody that I've talked to that thinks Joe Rogan should be censored has not listened to that podcast. I've listened to it, has not listened to it. And the reason I know is I ask them, "Did you listen to it?" Well,
Right.
Joe Rogan isn't that, but did you listen to that? Did you listen to it? Well, it already tells me, because the answer would have been yes. I listened to it.
Yep.
They haven't listened to it. They've jumped on this bandwagon. And let me tell you what this bandwagon is really about. I focus on Joni Mitchell and Neil Young on this because they're the biggest names to pull their music from Spotify, and they're not that big of names, but they were, 50 years ago. But Neil Young started it. Oh, wait, yeah, he got a paycheck from Amazon. He also has his Sirius XM channel that they reinstated. He's getting a paycheck from that. If this ain't about the money, go ahead and donate that, Neil. Give it to some needy charity. Okay.
Give it to 3 days under. I don't like your music, but I could use your money.
There you go. But you also have Neil Young. And now these are the rules of cancel culture. I didn't make these rules. I just live by them. We can dip that back as far as we want into your past and dig up dirt on you and hold you responsible today. So 40 years ago, Neil Young's out there calling the homosexuals the F word, saying, I don't want them touching my potatoes. And at the same time, you got Joni Mitchell dressing up in blackface, calling herself Art Nouveau, putting out a record album with that picture on the cover, making money off of that picture. And no one's offended. No one's offended. But you're gonna go after this guy who said, hey, maybe we try different things because what we tried didn't work.
Right.
Okay. So I saw Trevor Noah on Facebook yesterday, and he posted a video about, Joe Rogan and what he said. And essentially he said, yeah, he apologized, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Well, what do you want from the guy? Blood? But here's what I commented. I know no one's going to read it, but hey, these two other people did these things. So when you want to have a unbiased conversation about what's really going on, that's when you speak up. If you want to avoid everything else that's ever happened and just focus on this from 12 years ago, stop.
Dave, that would require accountability, personal accountability on behalf of these people.
Right.
Are you crazy?
And, the CEO of Spotify told his employees that, hey, sometimes we're going to have to put content out there that's, is that we don't necessarily agree with, because if I take down everything that's controversial, that means we lose political shows, religious shows, medical shows. We lose all this content.
That's a fancy defense, but I just wonder if the reason he's coming that direction is if he would be raked over the coals and lose so much money under the contract with Joe Rogan and podcasts like his. Like if he signed an exclusive contract with these people, and maybe that's why Joe didn't take the 100 million from Rumble, because under contract, and all of a sudden now dude's painted in a corner. I've got to support these guys or not take them off because I signed on the dotted line, and legally I'll just be raped in my bank account.
Yeah. Well, I saw a video of the press conference with Dana White where the reporter wanted to ask him again about Joe Rogan, and Dana just turned away from the mic and walked away. Now, the first thing that I had to say about that reporter is that is the guy that is on the company conference call that waits till everybody has said, okay, we're done. Goodbye. Oh, wait, I got one more question. That's that dude. Okay. But, Dana White walked away, and Nagano said, I got this. And he said, I'm cleaning everything up because there was a lot of curse words in it, but he basically said what I've been saying, and I always say about cancel culture: weather the storm, stand on your principles, weather the storm, because I guarantee you in a couple of months, we're all going to be on focus for something else, somebody else we want to cancel.
Well, right now we're all domestic terrorists anyway.
Speak for yourself.
Oh,
No, the new Homeland Security thing that was passed, we speak against the narrative and what they want you to believe. So therefore, we are legitimate domestic terrorists.
Is this some Orwellian craziness? Or, I mean, honestly, when I was growing up in the 80s and I had heard about 1984 and all that, I was like, that'll never happen. But we're watching it happen
Right before our eyes, man. And it's unfolding more and more every day. And a lot of these, like, have you ever watched any of the Alex Jones show?
Yeah.
Dude, that dude he's either extremely prophetic. He's got a lot of the backdoor channels, but crap he said a year ago is happening now. And it's like, really? Okay, Alex, how many times are you going to be right before we're just like, okay.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the interesting thing. I was talking to somebody the other day. We were talking about Rose McGowan, and they have her on Fox every once in a while. And she always comes off like a crazy person.
Right.
And but then you wait even just 2 or 3 days, like the whole Britney Spears thing. She got on Fox and just laid it out. This is what's going on with Britney Spears, and this is why I support her. And at first I was like, she did crazy. But you find out like 3 days later, everything she said was absolutely accurate.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, and so we better start waking up and paying attention to all these people who are labeled as crazies, because everything is, what is it? Everything is conspiracy theory until it comes true.
True.
You know, until
That's
it's proven
true.
as fact. Every single thing.
I want to wrap. I know we've been on this one way long. I just do want to say this really fast. Look, if we're going to start censoring for conspiracy theories and that sort of thing, and if there's no fact to back it up, it can't be out there, then we need to take down every podcast and YouTube video regarding flat earthers. We need to take down every podcast and video regarding UFOs and extraterrestrials. Okay, when you bring me some scientific fact, then that a being has come down, an intelligent being has come to Earth and walked among us, you can't say that until you got something to back it up, right?
And werewolves.
And werewolves.
Well,
speaking of,
please say werewolves.
you know,
Werewolves.
Like, speaking of werewolves,
no. Speaking of never believing something's going to happen, the Bengals are in the Super Bowl tomorrow. And so, yes.
You better strap up, brother.
Oh, yes. He's got the hat on. Oh, man.
I thought it was called a helmet. You both have called it a hat.
Okay. It's a
my
helmet.
lid, my hat, my helmet. I lost the
man.
daggone earpiece because it's one of them cheap ones that they don't snap in.
Oh, I
No.
can see it. Yeah. It's a little loose on you. You're going to get a concussion, man.
That's good thing there's no helmet to helmet contact anymore because they pacify us. Let's do this.
Well, let's see. But so tomorrow, the Bengals play the Rams.
Yes.
And I'll be honest, people ask me at work, who do you think is going to win? Like they value my opinion. And I go, I think the Rams are going to win, but I'm rooting for the Bengals. I love Joe Burrow, that whole team. So what do you think is going to happen tomorrow?
I think there's going to be a lot of stressing, a lot of pacing, a lot of shouting. But I gotta take it off. I can't do this.
I'm sorry. I was starting to laugh just watching you do this. I'm like,
man.
maybe we should just have him wear a different helmet every time he's on.
It's echoing at this point. But there's going to be a lot of pacing and a lot of stressing. But honestly, it's been 31 years since we've even tasted anything like this. We were expected to win 4 games this season. So just to be where we're at, I'm excited, but I do expect my boys to show up and play because nobody else expects them to. And you show up to a game like that with the attitude of that team and that locker room and of Joey Franchise or Joe Burr or Joe Cool or whatever you want to dub that man, that dude He don't care. He doesn't care what I think. He don't care what you think. He don't care what all these quote unquote experts think, because every expert has called them to lose every single game since beginning this playoff run. So I expect a Lombardi trophy to be in Cincinnati come Monday morning, with my butt in Cincinnati come Monday morning, waiting for a parade to show.
So you're going to go to if they win, you're going to go to the parade.
Dude, if I'm 2 hours away from Cincinnati. So yes, if they win, I'm gonna be in Cincinnati.
Now, not being a big football fan, let me ask you guys, is there a lot of Bengals fans that just kind of woke up and went, what? We're in the playoffs?
Yeah. What? They're bandwagoneers, Dave.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, that looks shiny and cool. I've been a Bengals fan since I was 6. Dude,
When's the last time you watched a game?
Right? Right? I like Halloween.
Is
so that's
Chris
my team.
Collinsworth still playing on the team?
Right? Right? Who's the one that does the sticky shuffle? The what? The what?
Oh, that was one of the best things about football. The icky shuffle.
And see, I don't even know.
Oh my gosh,
I don't even know.
It was great.
They had this
And
thing
so-
this year where they made people or certain celebrities the ruler of the jungle, and they set up a big thing up in the corner of the stadium. And it was like a throne, and they had the cheerleaders up there, and Icky, he was the ruler of the jungle. So he did it there. And the day that Icky Woods was there and he did the shuffle, CJ Uzama, when he scored, he got in the end zone and did the Icky shuffle. I thought that was pretty cool. Like I said, with the demeanor of this team and these guys, and who they are and what they've overcome, and just their no quit attitude. How are you going to get sacked 9 times in a game and still win it, Aaron?
That was amazing.
Yeah.
How do you get sacked 9 times and still win a game? That's
pretty crazy. It sounds like it hurts.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the game against that wasn't the Chiefs. No, huh?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yeah, that was, what I guess when the other quarterback is his name for Nashville.
Daniel.
Tannehill. I guess when the other quarterback is Tannehill, that's how you win that game.
I guess.
So you got a score for me tomorrow?
No, I got a score.
You got a score?
You get a score for me, man?
Oh man, that was really a rough one. I'm gonna say 27-23 Cincinnati. That's what my call is. 27-23 Cincinnati.
And since I said the Rams are going to win, I'm going to go the other way, 27-23 Rams, but I am rooting for the Bengals. Joe Burrow he's fun to watch. He's very entertaining, and he's a winner. And I'm not saying anything bad about Stafford, So what's the over under on the F-bombs during the halftime show?
What's
the over under?
Are we doing from each individual rap artist, or are we
total?
Oh man, the whole halftime show is just gonna be one long. It's gonna sound like an EBS.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to see it because it's just going to be so smoky.
Right? A Snoop Dogg.
Oh man, I can't wait till that halftime show.
I'm just interested in seeing who the big sponsor is that the quarterback keeps calling out, like that year that he was calling out Papa John or whatever.
Oh,
what I heard was the big secret reveal for the halftime show this year. You know how they always try to do a big, huge thing in the middle of their halftime show to make it a great spectacle. I hear they're going to have a hologram of Tupac rapping with everybody else.
Wow.
And I think that'll be pretty spectacular to watch, honestly.
Because I hear they're going to play California Love, so it would be perfect for that to happen.
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot of people our age that grew up listening to those guys. I don't know if you're one of them, but I was.
It's kind of a staple of our youth anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's now granted, I wasn't a huge in-depth fan. You weren't going to find their albums in my collection, but when it come on, everybody bump a little bit. Come on. I mean,
oh yeah. I remember watching Snoop Dogg's video for the first time. And
Dave was like, man, I need to go find some gin and juice.
I was like, well, what's that one? My Name Is, or something like, it's Eminem.
What, Eminem?
But, no, that's Eminem. But anyways, the one where he turns into a dog, but whatever. But I was watching that with
was
a
just
friend of mine.
Snoop Dogg game.
That
Wow,
one.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said to my friend, I was like, who is this? Because we were just both kind of like, we were listening to stuff like Too Short and NWA and, stuff that was a
Right.
little harder.
Yeah.
Here comes Snoop with his velvet tones, and
Right.
he's very smooth.
Who was it that put out the and this is terrible that I know this, or maybe it's good that I don't know the artist. But the naughty nursery rhymes, they were just a rancid.
Oh, that's
rancid.
2 Live Crew.
Yes, 2 Live Crew.
Yeah.
They're naughty. Yeah.
I saw 2 Live Crew live.
Wow, how did that go?
That was a very interesting show.
This has come full circle. It went from crack pipes
That's
to
a
2 Live
discussion
Crew.
for another day.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thank you, Patrick, for joining the show on our Triple Nickels conversation. The very best to Joe Burrow and the Bengals tomorrow.
I'm
And
definitely
I know
not
you're a
wishing your
huge
Rams
fan.
luck.
Yes. I know you're a huge fan of the Bengals, and I remember my days as a Cowboy fan of them win the Super Bowl and how great of a day it was. We had it back then. So thank you for joining the show. We're going to bring you back with some more conversation in a month or two. And you got a huge show you're doing with 3 Days Under, the protest, Kyogre Zimless. Where is that at?
3 Days Under is the headliner, right?
Negative Disciple is headlining that one. And I still got to
Yes.
get Kevin and tell him that Dave and Aaron said,
Yeah.
what's
Oh,
up
yeah.
with the rock salt?
Hey,
That's right.
I'll send you over a Valentine card to give to Kevin. How about that?
Okay, that'll work. I haven't
That'll
forgot
work.
what I was
So,
supposed to ask
It was
him.
meant to be.
And Albany, Indiana.
New Albany,
next Saturday.
Indiana, next Saturday.
So if you're close to that, go check them out. And any other upcoming shows.
No, after that one, I think it's 2 weeks later. We're in Frankfurt on the 5th, and then we're in Virginia on the 15th, and then it's all downhill from there,
I
ladies
see.
and gents.
And more music coming?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Okay.
He's busy
Yeah,
with a podcast, man.
Yeah, he's busy.
Hopefully.
He's got priorities.
We got recording issues, so
Oh, okay.
so
All right. Thank you for joining.
Gentlemen,
us
I
on Triple
appreciate you.
Nickels. Yep. And
Appreciate you.
we'll be right back on the Rock Salt Muscast Experience.